Good morning, y'all. We waking up fresh, bright, early, and crusty today. It's a crisp 11:30 outside. I hope you guys are doing good. April 21st, God calling you will conquer. Got even tied. How oft in the conflict? And how often in the conflict, we actually have a quote today. Lord, bid me come to thee upon the waters. Lord, bid me come to thee upon the waters. Right? Come to me when I need you. But he's saying, come support me. God calling, you will conquer. You will conquer. Do not fear changes. Guys, one of the biggest fears everyone has, everyone I've ever talked to has had this fear, and I just don't get it. It just has never clicked with me, the fear of change, right? I love change. I think that change is a great catalyst for growth, right? It's a great catalyst for seeing who you are. Bro, I look so ratchet, like when I take my bonnet off, oh my gosh. But it's a great catalyst for you to see who you really are, right? How you move in different situations and to ultimately grow, right? Like, why do people fear change so much? It's because they fear getting better. They fear growth. They fear the unknown, right? But the unknown is God, right? Because like there's so much of a deficit of God in our lives because we don't accept him in. So if you're able to make those changes of the Lord towards the Lord, then you're going into the unknown, and the unknown can only really be the Lord. It can only really be more God in your life. You can never fear changes when I, your Lord, change not. See, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am beside you. Steadfastness, unchangingness, come to you too as you dwell with me. Rest in me. So now he's just saying not only is stepping into the unknown warranted, it's a good thing, but also it's stable, right? Because that's another thing people fear. People fear, well, if I change, then how do I know that I'm going to be at a good place I'm at now? You'll be at a better place you are now. God is stable. God is the same person he is today, yesterday, tomorrow. So if you take that step into the unknown, just know that you're going to be more supported than you are now. As breathing rightly from being a matter of careful practice becomes a habit, unconsciously yet rightly performed. So if you regularly practice this getting back into my presence, when the slightest feeling of unrest disturbs your perfect common harmony, so this too will become a habit, and you will grow to live in the perfect consciousness of my presence, and perfect common harmony will be yours. Life is a training school. Remember, only the pupil giving great promise of future good work would be so singled out by the master for strenuous and unwearied discipline, teaching and training. You are asking both of you to be not as hundreds of my followers, nay, as many, many thousands, but to be even as those who reflect me in all they say and do and are. So, my dear children, take this training not as harsh, but as a tender, loving answer to your petition. Life can never be the same again for either of you. Once you have drunk of the wine of my giving, the life eternal, all earth's attempts to quench your thirst will fail. Once you truly know God, once you truly experience God, like it'll be like your whole life is different, right? And it's going to be so much easier to conquer. That's why it starts, you will conquer. Do not fear changes. He's calling you to change. He's calling you to have an absence of fear in your life. That's how you can truly grow and become more godly. Not even time. How oft in the conflict? Lord, bid me come to thee upon the waters. Come. It's just quotation marks. First line. Come. C-O-M-E period. All that I did when on earth, I do today in the spirit realm. So God's saying right now, right? You will conquer. That's the first part. Do not be afraid. Do not fear changes, right? And now he's looking at you saying, come, my child, come. Nestle on my bosom. Come here. All that I did on earth, I do today in the spirit realm. My servant Paul realized this truth when he spoke of me, as the same yesterday, today, and forever. So we're using that same exact line again. As the same yesterday, today, and forever. What do you have to fear if you can have God in your life every single day for the rest of your life? That is not unflinching. He's not unwavering. He's not unchanging. He is just perfect. He is the Lord, right? What is there to fear? And he's saying right here, all I did when on earth, I do in the spirit realm. So all the miracles he did on earth, right, that we see in those first 7 days, he does in the spirit realm every single day. He is able to touch our hearts and our spirits every single day of our lives. When the faintest fear of all that lies before you disturbs you, when you are conscious of the loss of spirit buoyancy, that you are looking at the waves and feeling the wind and contrary, then you cry, Lord, save me. I perish, and my hand will be outstretched to save you, as it saved my fearful, doubting Peter. So guys, even I can struggle with this sometimes, where I'm like, I will postpone starting something because I'm like, what if it's just not the time? What if? But once we get that what if in our head, that what if entices the word worry, right? It entices what's going to happen, that questioning, that unknowing, right? And that can entice anxiety, and that can just create a sense of standoffing, like, oh no, I'll wait on that. And that's what God's saying right here we can't do. He's saying come, he's saying embrace every challenge in life, right? Because these challenges are given you by God. They're like not the difficult challenges, but all these things in your life are just ways for you to just get closer to God and grow yourself, right? It's saying you will conquer, but come. You do that by coming to the Lord, and by really just being embracing Him. I know so many people, even a person that I really have in my life is my own girlfriend, who really struggles with just going, saying what if, postponing stuff, not knowing if they want to do something, and I always have to tell her, Why are you so afraid? Why are you so afraid of the future? Why are you so afraid of change? And something that we've been together for like 2.5 years. It's something that I constantly have to drill in her head, right? So it's not going to happen overnight, guys. But I've seen leaps and bounds in her. She's able to really just go into situations more confident now. And so, guys, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's really got to happen. God's saying, if you truly want to be fully godly and fully in the Lord's embrace, then you need to have an absence of fear in every sense of the word, right? And start that by conquering. Start that by casting out the what's the word? The ick of change, That is April 21st. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. I love you guys so much, and with that, I'll say amen.